Looking to upgrade your gear? Today we're diving into the top 7 ways to buy camera gear, whether it's new, used or from overseas. I'll break down the pros and cons of each method so you can choose the best way to get your perfect shot without the stress. Let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome to Coffee Break Photography. I'm Rich Dyson from Edinburgh Photography Workshop. Every video on this channel is long enough that you can enjoy one while you're having your morning or afternoon coffee break. Well, today we're diving into a question that many photographers ask themselves. Where's the best place to buy your photography gear? Whether you are just starting out or upgrading your kit, choosing the right place can make a big difference. But before we get into it, I'd love to hear from you. Where do you usually buy your gear and why? Drop a comment below and share your experiences. Well, now let's explore the 7 main options for buying photography gear, along with the pros and cons of each one. Well, let's start with buying camera gear directly from the manufacturer. For starters, you're usually getting the real deal, brand new, authentic gear straight from the source. So no worries about fakes or grey market stuff. It's also a great way to access the latest models as soon as they're available, and sometimes even snag exclusive deals or bundles that aren't sold elsewhere. Plus, when you buy direct, the manufacturer's customer service is often just a call or a chat away, which can make troubleshooting or warranty claims much easier. But of course, there are some downsides too. One thing to keep in mind is that buying directly from the manufacturer might mean paying a bit more. Retailers sometimes offer discounts that aren't available on the company's own site. Also, the selection might be more limited compared to what you find through a big retailer or online marketplace. Sometimes the process can even be a bit slower or less convenient, especially if the manufacturer's website is busy or tricky to navigate. And if you're someone who loves to shop around for the best deal, buying direct might not always give you the best price. Still, if you want peace of mind, the newest gear and solid customer support, buying straight from the manufacturer can be a pretty good move. Now let's look at the face-to-face option in buying from a specialist camera store like B&H in the US or Wex in the UK. These stores usually have expert staff who actually know their gear inside and out. So if you're not quite sure what you need or want some advice, they can help steer you in the right direction. Plus, they tend to have a huge selection of the latest cameras, lenses and accessories, so you're less likely to miss out on that perfect piece of kit. Often they run some pretty good deals or packages too, making it easier to get everything you need in one place. And because they're dedicated camera stores, their after-sales service, warranty support, repairs and tech help can be top-notch, giving you peace of mind in the long run. On the flip side, buying from a specialist store might sometimes mean paying a bit more than you would online from a big marketplace or discount retailer. The prices are usually fair, but it's worth shopping around if you're hunting for the very best deal. Also, if you're someone who loves shopping online with rapid delivery, some specialist stores might not be as quick as Amazon or other big online giants, especially if you're ordering from overseas. But overall, the pluses of expert advice, personalised service and knowing you're buying from a dedicated pro shop often outweigh the minor inconveniences. Buying from a country-based online camera store can be a great option. One of the biggest advantages is that you're supporting local businesses, which often means quicker shipping, easy returns and customer support that actually speaks your language and understands the country market. Plus, you're more likely to get genuine regional warranty services if something goes wrong. Many of these stores also have a good range of models and accessories, often at competitive prices, with seasonal deals or discounts that make your wallet happy. And because they're focused on customers in their own country, the delivery times and customer service can be smooth compared to international shipping headaches. That said, there are a few things to keep in mind. Sometimes online stores don't always have every piece of gear in stock, especially the latest or more niche items, so you might have to wait a bit or hunt around. Prices can also vary quite a bit between stores, so it pays to shop around a little before hitting buy. Again, if you're used to super fast shipping like Amazon Prime offers, some smaller specialist stores might take a little longer to get your gear to you. But overall, shopping with a country-based online store can be a solid choice. You get reliable service, support, and a good chance of finding great deals without having to deal with the international hassles. Buying camera gear from Amazon has its perks. The biggest plus is how much stuff they've got. It's like a one-stop shop, and you can often find really good deals or discounts. Plus, shopping from home means no hassle, and if you're a Prime member, you can get your gear super fast. The reviews and ratings make it easier to decide what to buy because you can see what other photographers think about the gear, which is pretty helpful. And if something's wrong or not quite right, Amazon's return policy makes it not too stressful to send things back or exchange them. That said, there are a few things to watch out for. Sometimes you might run into fake or grey market products, especially if you're using third-party sellers, so you've got to be careful about who you're buying from. It can also be tricky to tell if a used or open box item is in good condition just from the photos and descriptions. Sometimes unbeatable prices might seem too good to be true, so it's smart to check seller ratings and reviews before clicking buy. Overall, Amazon is super convenient, but a little bit of research can go a long way to making sure you get the gear you want without any surprises. Now let's get into some of the more risky options. Buying from a grey market store like Digital Rev or Panamos can be a bit of a mixed bag, but hey, the savings can be pretty tempting. These stores often have some killer deals on cameras and gear because they import directly from regions where prices are lower. And that means you can sometimes snag that high-end lens or camera body at a fraction of the official UK or US price. Plus, they usually have a huge selection including older models or hard-to-find items, so it's great if you're hunting for something specific. But here's the catch. Since it's grey market, the gear isn't officially sold in your country, which means the warranty might be limited or non-existent locally. If something goes wrong, you could end up sending it back to the seller overseas, and that can be a bit of a hassle and extra cost. There are a few risks to keep in mind too. Sometimes the products are genuine, but other times you might be looking at a refurbished or slightly different version from what's sold officially. And of course, the lack of official warranty support can be a headache if the gear develops issues. It's not always clear what's covered or how long the warranty lasts, so you want to do your homework and read reviews on the seller first. Still, if you're comfortable with the risks and you're chasing a good deal, buying from a grey market store can be a smart choice. Just make sure to buy from a reputable seller with a solid reputation. Buying from a second-hand camera seller like MPB can be a total win if you're looking to save some cash or get your hands on higher-end gear without breaking the bank. The cool thing about places like MPB is that they specialise in used gear, so you're usually dealing with cameras and lenses that have been checked and tested before they go up on sale. The team often provides detailed descriptions and they offer warranties or guarantees on their products, which gives you some peace of mind. Plus, buying second-hand is eco-friendly. You're giving gear a second life, and that's pretty great for the planet. But of course there are a few downsides. Even with thorough checks, used gear has had some wear and tear, so it might not feel brand new. Sometimes you may get a camera that's been heavily used or has minor cosmetic scratches, though most sellers try to be honest and transparent about conditions. There's also the chance that accessories or parts might be missing, or the gear might need some minor fixes down the line. And while reputable second-hand sellers strive to give you a good experience, there's always a tiny risk that you could be buying something that doesn't quite work as expected. Still, if you're okay with a little wear and tear in exchange for saving cash and getting decent quality gear, buying second-hand from a trusted seller like MPB can be a smart move. Finally, buying a camera from an online marketplace like a Facebook marketplace or eBay can be pretty tempting because you often find some serious bargains. Plus, you're dealing directly with individual sellers, which means there's always the potential to negotiate or strike a deal that fits your budget. You may get to see the gear firsthand if you're meeting in person, and sometimes you can pick up a great used camera or lens for a fraction of the new price. It's also super flexible. You can find old classics, hard to find models, or even gear from local photographers who are upgrading. The thrill of the hunt and the chance to snag a good deal can be pretty fun. But here's the thing, shopping this way comes with some risks. Unlike big stores or reputable second-hand shops, you're often buying from strangers, which means you need to be cautious. There's a risk of getting gear that's not as described, or even worse, counterfeit or damaged. You might not get any warranty or warranty support, so if your new camera stops working after a week, it's a bit of a gamble. Also, meeting up in person can be hit or miss. You want to make sure it's in a safe public place, and even then, trust your own instincts. So while the prices can be great, it pays to do a little research, ask lots of questions, and buy from sellers with good reviews to avoid any unwanted surprises. Well, there are the pros and cons. Just for fun, let's compare the price of a mid-range camera like the Canon R8 with the kit lens, which is the 24 to 50mm. I've looked at 7 methods we've just discussed to see what prices we'll get. All these prices are correct as at 10 July 2025, and they may well change if you're watching this on a different day. You've got to do your own research. 4 of the sellers are all quoting the same price. You'll pay £1,399 if you go direct to Canon, buy face-to-face at Wex, go online and buy direct from Park Cameras, which is a respected UK online shop, or if you head to Amazon to make your purchase. And now let's see where we can save money. Digital Rev, a grey market store based in Hong Kong, is offering the same kit for just £995. There's nothing to suggest it's a white box item, so assuming it's a brand new kit, that's a saving of just over £400. Now I have used Digital Rev in the past and their deliveries were very quick, usually around 4 or 5 days, and it's free. If you're happy to go used, then you can buy the same 2 items separately from MPP in light new condition and pay just £1,193, a saving of just under £200. And finally, if you want to risk buying direct from an individual, you'll find the kit described as new for just £800 on Facebook Marketplace. So there you have it, a rundown of the different ways you can buy your photography gear, each with its own advantages and pitfalls. The key is figuring out what's most important to you, whether that's price, support, immediacy, or peace of mind. Well, thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to Coffee Break Photography for more tips and discussions. And let me know in the comments, where do you usually buy your gear and why? Until next time, enjoy your photography and happy shopping!